I'm gonna trust myself. Oh, I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna trust myself, love myself, believe in myself like I used to. Oh.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 25-8 Podcast. I'm Keith Kilgore, along with my co-host Johnny Free, and today's special guest is none other than the Grand Slam Collectibles card shop owner, one of my favorite card shops to watch. It is an insane story. Nathan Burns, thanks for being here, man.
Hey, man,
Appreciate
thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me. Good to see you.
Yeah, man. So I'll start off saying that, we'll go into your story a little bit, but watching Grand Slam after hours, I have never spent more money. So if you would, tell us a little bit. I know how you got your start. The Jordan PSA 4.
Right.
It's cool. And then if we can, we'll talk about how you thought of the Grand Slam after hours. And I think that's what kind of
Propelled it.
100%.
Yeah, I think so too. The Michael Jordan rookie was always something that I was chasing as a kid, 12, 13, 14. And what got the store started was I found a raw Jordan in Louisville. I sent it to get graded, and it got a gem mint grade. And that was kind of the final piece for me to take a chance. I had built up what I thought was enough. It wasn't enough, but I thought it was enough. And I put everything I had into that store, and that's how the store got started. The PSA 4 came, I still had that card, but I put it in inventory. My dad bought me a PSA 4 because I was always having to sell Jordan rookies to just, your kids have braces, your kids need tuition for school, whatever. It was always something. And I was always selling them, and he bought me one for Christmas, a PSA 4. I kept it. I reached out to him a couple of days before we opened the store and just asked him, is it okay if I put this in inventory? I've got to do whatever I've got to do to make it. And he was like, just like everything else in my life, he was completely supportive, and we sold it that day, the very first day. And, I've sold probably 180,000 different transactions, and that's the only one that stung. That's the only one that bothered me. So about a year later, once Grand Slam After Hours kind of got rolling and we were building some momentum, I contacted the guy who bought it and just offered to give him a better Michael Jordan for my Jordan back. And he came right down. He gave me the card. It's stayed with me ever since. It's not going anywhere. But there's all the millions of dollars of cards we've sold and all that stuff, all the people, there's just the sense of satisfaction of getting something back, maybe right and a wrong that you felt like maybe you let your father down or, but in this world, I've learned that you have to do what you have to do. If you're a small business owner, if you want to take the island, you've got to burn the boats and do whatever you have to do to make it.
That's it.
And that's what I did. And who knows where I'd have been if I hadn't have done that. You just never know.
Yeah.
But to be able to get it back it's my favorite card by far. So that's essentially the story about the Jordan. You'd asked about Grand Slam After Hours.
Yeah. So, I don't remember if it was 18 or 19 when it kind of like when you would have somebody order on the store, you say, I'll bust it live. No one else, I don't think, was doing that.
Yeah. They weren't on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
And it was 2017 we started, and it just started off with me auctioning a couple packs, and whoever won them, I would break them. And it turned into like a 6 or 8 hour party every night with guys our age. We would wipe out the entire inventory. I would have to order. I would ship everything myself. 2 days later, the show would go again, and I would just shove all my chips in every 2 days. I would sell everything, and it just repeated, and eventually there would be thousands of people watching this little card shop on Facebook. And it just took on kind of a life of its own, and I just knew that there was a lot of value in community.
Yeah.
I feel like people want to be a part of something. And so I'm a Kentucky fan, so
Oh,
it's
God.
Big Blue Nation. So it just came natural to me that, hey, this is going to be Grand Slam Nation, and we're all going to be a community and kind of do this together. And that's how Grand Slam Nation, was born, and how Grand Slam Collectibles did what it did. This small business just.
Well, I got to give a shout out to one of my Georgia boys. His son plays football at Kentucky. Grant Godfrey.
Really?
Yeah, so
That's pretty cool.
Grant's a good kid.
That's awesome.
His dad was an All-American at Georgia and then played in the NFL for probably 15 years.
His name Randall?
Yep.
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 And my son was what do they call it? A manager for the team the last couple of years, the football team. He goes to UK, and so yeah, we're a big Kentucky fan. My dad went to UK, my son went to
I'm gonna
UK.
pray for you. I mean,
Yeah, it's brutal, man. It's been a brutal 20 years for me.
But you do have a blue football field, which I don't understand. But
No, that's Boise.
no, y'all just got the blue
End zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the end zone. Yeah. That's true.
Kroger field. So I never knew Kroger. Is that where the blue comes from for Kroger?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, and that's our colors, blue and white, but we don't see the end zone much, so I don't really.
Well, that's why I brought it up. I just wanted to know if you never saw it.
Not very much the last couple of years. Not since my buddy Will Levis was throwing it around. Then we saw it some. Wandale Robinson,
Who was the big quarterback y'all had that one time?
Jared Lorenz,
Yeah.
the hefty lefty.
Yeah.
What a guy!
I loved watching him play.
He was a blast.
Yeah.
He had a couple of really good plays against Georgia. He threw it behind his back one time, and he's just a really good guy. Yeah.
That was a good one.
So, anyways, back to the Grand Slam after hours. I remember sitting there and, I'd be watching it, and it'd be like late at night. I mean, you go, and I think that's when I found out Facebook only had a 4-hour live, and then it would cut off, and you had to start it over. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7,000 people watching on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, having to get up and go to work the next morning, and he's doing, hundreds and hundreds of dollars in orders. And it was so cool because if you bought something, he was opening it. Unless you wanted it shipped, he would ship it to you.
Yeah.
And I remember his shop started, really small, just a little space that you had in that strip center. And then to what you have now in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, unbelievable.
It's just,
how many square feet?
It's 5,000 square feet.
And you went from that first one I saw. What was that one?
Maybe 800 square feet, something like that. And I mean, it's all the power of social media.
Yeah. I
mean, with really nothing more than an iPhone, a kid's dream, and hard work. I mean, that's really all it is. I mean, there's a lot of talented people out there now that you can have a small business in a small town and now be wildly successful because you can sell your products all over the country, the world. So the iPhone and Facebook and TikTok, I mean, it's opened so many avenues for us small business owners, so it's just a blessing. It was an opportunity. I kind of got thrust into it. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just a normal guy, and it's a little overwhelming, but you just, when God gives you that type of opportunity, you just got to hop on the bull and ride it and just see how far you can go. And that's what we've done.
That's what I tell Bobby Keith all the time. You want to be good, you got to push them all in.
Yeah. But, going back to that, I remember my wife be like, you better not be buying cards. I was like, no, I'm just watching. But, he sent me a ton of them, and I've always thought you've always had great product. And I will say speaking of this power of social media, I don't know if I'm sure you remember this. You were like, man, we need to get Ric Flair in here and do some autographs. And I'm serious. From the time you mentioned that, I think it was 3 hours later you had a contact.
Yeah.
So it's amazing what the power of social media can do. And he came to the store and signed some stuff, and y'all did a signing with him, correct? Was that the first signing at of a celebrity or athlete that
was the first, what I would consider like pop culture type guy. Like we had a few Titans and Tony Robinson from the Vols from the 80s, but Ric Flair was the first superstar we had, and it was hilarious. And you're exactly right. If you can build a network of people that, the thing about social media is I've learned that people are kind of voyeurs. They like to peel back the curtain a little bit. And if you'll let them know a little bit about your life, let them know about your kids within reason. If you're a decent human being, they want to be a part of that. They want to help. They want to see someone do good that's doing good. And if you can get out of your comfort zone a little bit, because I get it, it's not for everybody, but if it is for you, you can change your family's life by just being yourself, being authentic. I think that's one of the keys to it. I'll watch some content that it's just not authentic, and but the authentic stuff just really does so well. You can change not just your life, your family's life, doing it. So, if a phone, the internet, that's all you need.
Yeah, and you started doing this at a young age, going to these shows, setting up.
Yeah.
How many cards did you usually take as a kid?
I mean, not a lot. I mean, my dad, he definitely didn't buy us fish. He taught us how to fish, so my dad wasn't giving me anything. So, and I mean, that's one of the better gifts he's given me is teaching me how to work and go get my own fish. So, I mean, it wasn't a lot, but it was a lot to me. And I was, that experience, molded me into something totally different as I got older. You're going to have adults take it, beat you. You will learn quickly about life and those things. So I'm glad my dad let me get out there and roam amongst grown men and try to figure out how to make my own way. But didn't have a ton of cards, but for a 12-year-old kid, I was probably doing okay. But it was so different back then. If we made $50, $100, we were doing, we were cool back then at 12 years old. So.
Yeah, I remember. I think I was reading back then. I think a Michael Jordan rookie card was what, 1800, 2000, somewhere around there?
Yeah, I think.
Which is a lot of money.
Yeah, I think they bounced around from like 1,000 to 2,500 in that early 90s type era, and they stood there for a long time, and then in the last 15 years, it's just went crazy.
What do you think because I remember, I guess when The Last Dance came out, it seemed like even the shoes and everything did you see that as a jump, or do you think it was something else?
I think it's got to be some of The Last Dance, right? But I mean, it's not just Jordan, it's Kobe, it's Curry. I just think that there's been a lot of money pumped into this industry. I think casinos, I mean, I'm just being frank, these breakers, I mean, like he talked about me being the only one on Facebook. Now there's probably 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's 1,000 casinos are not, because I mean, let's just be honest, there's guys on there, it's a form of gambling. I mean, that's just what it is on the breaking side of it. And I'd say casinos probably aren't doing as well, and card shops and breakers are doing a lot better. And it's because people want to be entertained. They want to take a chance. And I mean, that's the gist of it. I think there's just been a lot of money that would go to building casinos that is being pumped in. And so what is in demand? What do people want when they didn't have money and now they have some money? Well, it's Michael Jordan, it's Kobe. So it just pushes all those up, Michael Jordan rookie's worth 20 times a Patrick Ewing rookie. It's like, that doesn't seem right, but that's just the way it is. Americans want the best. Like they want the GOAT, Brady, Jordan, Kobe. So the other guys kind of.
So what's Montana's rookie cards going for now?
A PSA 10, like the best of the best, which there's probably only 30 or 40. It's about a $50,000 card.
I had 4 of them.
Did you really?
And I sold them to go on a ski trip when I was 16 years old.
I wish you did.
I had enough to go on a ski trip.
Well, at least you got the memory.
And I mean, they were in pristine. They were still just right out of the pack. I mean,
yeah, that could have been Big Bunny. You just never know.
I had no clue. I was just like, I'm going skiing. So there's a bunch of girls going. I was like, I got to go ski with these girls. Here you go.
Well, did you meet your future wife or anything on the trip?
No.
I'm trying to find some value in the trip.
No.
And so you talk about these cards and no one, people go to these garage sales or whatever, or these estate sales, and there's probably cards sitting at these houses that these people have no idea what. And it's sad to say it, but these older people are probably just, they don't know what they have, and hopefully they don't get taken advantage of. But you see that going on, I'm sure, every day.
Yeah.
Or not anymore, because it's become such a thing. What do you think?
I think it's become such a thing with the auction houses. They do such a good job promoting Golden auctions, heritage auctions. They do such a good job. I mean, do people go and find stuff at a yard sale? I'm sure they do, but that's not easy work. Going to 100
Oh, yeah.
100 yard sales and asking 100 people,
Mhm.
it's dangerous to be going into people's homes. So do I think that happens? Yeah. Do I think people get good deals? Yeah, that's where they're going to get the best deal, something like that. Somebody that just wanted to get rid of things.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you a story. You're not going to believe this. I posted on our Facebook page, I was looking for like 80s wax boxes. A guy calls me and says, "Hey, can you come get this stuff? We don't want it." The owner of this building bought it in 1989 and does not want them. We just want you to come get these pallets of cards. Well, I said, "Well, what are they?" And it was 1989 Upper Deck cases, and they're worth like 5,000 a case. And he had 39 cases.
Oh my God.
And so I'm like, you know, he doesn't want these at all. He said, "No, we're going to throw them away. Come get them."
Oh my God.
So, I mean, I ended up giving him $10,000 just because they were going to throw them away. The guy, but the owner wouldn't take money. So, I mean, it was a little over $250,000 from one single one post
Wow.
asking for something. Somebody that sees it, they're about to throw it out. I mean, that happened last year in 2020.
Oh, man.
So, I mean, within 30 minutes of the call, we were there with a U-Haul, putting it in a U-Haul. I mean, you got to be able to act when the opportunity arises.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, this is America. These things happen.
That is.
That means you're
insane.
doing something right.
Catching some, I mean, that's a part luck.
Well, I just think it's God's trying to show mercy on you for being a Kentucky fan.
He owes me a lot more. And the crazy thing is, I'm more of a football fan too, and that's even worse. In the basketball, we've been in a little bit of a slump, but we'll be fine. Football, I mean, particularly when I was a kid, we didn't win a bowl game for 23 years.
Y'all went to a bowl game?
We did.
Oh.
We did. I was there when we won the first bowl game since I was 7, and then
They did come up and beat Georgia one time in the last 10 years, I think.
it was about 15 years. Oh, I was there in 06 when we beat them with Stafford.
Yeah.
We beat them. I was there at that game, and then we beat them again when they had something going on with wasn't a very good quarterback in 09. I think Randall
Mhm.
Cobb was there. We beat Georgia at Georgia and beat
Yeah.
Auburn at Auburn that year.
Yeah.
Crazy. But
Everybody gets lucky once in a while.
yeah, I mean, we're like let's see, that was 09, so we've lost 15, 16 in a row to Georgia.
So, that's where I learned how to drive tanks was in Kentucky,
We're at in Kentucky.
Fort Knox.
Really?
Oh yeah. I meant to tell you, he was a tank driver in the Army.
That's pretty cool.
He said they'd sit in there and crank up the AC/DC and just go have a good time.
That is pretty neat.
But no, so going back to the cards and stuff. I mean, it's cool because whoever sent you that, they wanted to make sure you got it because they knew like, hey, he'll take care of them. And then did y'all go through it, or did you just sell it? Or
I went through it all. I'm actually buying those cases now to replenish. Like everything's sold, and I'll get a kick out of it because I'll put an ad out saying looking for 1989 Upper Deck cases, and I'm thinking, man, I had 39 of these sitting in my garage. But business is business. I was giving people a pretty good deal, but I just sold them, and you pay your tax. The unfortunate thing about doing things the right way, there's a lot of taxes and things to go with this but yeah, they're all gone. They're all gone.
Something I learned about the athletes too? They have to pay taxes in every city they play in, every city they wrestle in, every city they play baseball in, whatever.
Yep.
Any city they go to, they have to claim on their taxes or whatever for that city's taxes.
Yeah, so like the Red Sox play in Texas, their check is going to get Texas taxes taken out.
It's
crazy.
It seems like it would be a nightmare.
Well, it's because I think it's because they're not looked at as employees; they're looked at as W-9 or whatever.
Or like 1099.
Yeah, like a contractor. Yeah, I've never when some of my friends tell me that, I just think it's crazy, But I'm like, I hope y'all have good account manager, business manager, or whatever, because I wouldn't want to be messing with it, But
they make it as hard as possible to even do the right thing, man. I mean, they really do. They make it a lot easier to do the wrong thing.
yeah, so You said you brought some cards with you today.
Yeah.
Do you have the 4?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
If you would, we'll show this camera right over here and see.
All right. Still got the old sticker on it and everything from 7, 8 years ago when I got it back. 8, 9 years ago, really.
Okay.
That's the card that my dad bought me that I literally sold on the first day we were open. And it was probably about a year later we started rolling. And it just popped in my head because something bothers you, something eats at you. You're gonna think about it from time to time. Here's a much nicer Jordan. It's an 8.5, which we sell these like this weekend in New York. We probably sold 10 Michael Jordan rookies.
Wow.
And I mean, it's just constant.
So to the average eye, can you tell? I mean, you can tell, right?
Uh-huh.
But could the average person tell a 10 from a 4?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
10 to
okay.
a 4. Yeah.
Or 10, like a 8 to a 10?
It gets a lot tougher.
Because there's all kind of stuff that goes into it, centering, corners. All that
Yeah.
stuff, right.
A lot of people that we grew up with, they think if a card comes out of a pack, it's a 10.
That's what I always.
Yeah, and it's just there's cards that I open packs of like 1980, 81 football of Joe Montana, and it can be a 7. It could have a wax stain on it, and it could be just off center because back then they just weren't as worried about that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not just it being fresh out of the pack card is typically an 8. That's from the 80s.
Wow.
On average it's going to be an 8, and the 10s are sell for 50, 60 times what an 8 sells for because they're just really tough to get.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I look at cards. I remember like watching people open them, and I see if they like that paper snags a corner. I'm like, oh, but I mean, at the end of the day, hopefully it doesn't make that much difference, right? If it just barely, because you can't open a perfect pack every time.
Oh, it can make a difference between
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So what you got here?
This is a Michael Jordan. This is what's the best basketball brand was Exquisite. And this has got a piece of Jordan's game used jersey and autograph on it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this is a card that's probably $25,000, $26,000 that people really enjoy. I don't know if you want me to show the camera.
Yeah.
There's that one. And then another thing they do that's really cool is they'll take their jersey and they cut off what's called the logo man.
Mm-hmm.
And they make them a logo man 1 of 1 where there's only 1 of them.
Wow.
So that's Shaquille O'Neal.
That's his
logo man.
the only one.
Oh no, there'll be like he may have one in his Lakers uniform, one in his son, but a different year. Like typically they'll do like
okay.
1 a year for him. The Shaquille O'Neal.
What do those cards go for?
That one's about 30,000.
Wow, golly.
Yeah.
More than is there a Michael Jordan logo man out there?
No. Oh yeah.
There is one?
There is one from it went for over it's several million.
Oh, he wants to see this.
See this one again? Believe it or not, we had a Justin Herbert card come out of one of our boxes,
Mm-hmm.
and it sold for $1.8 million.
So was it just a bust live?
It was the 1 of 1 NFL Treasures.
Somebody bought a
National
box
Treasures.
and did you bust it live?
It wasn't me. I sold it to a breaker,
Okay.
and he went to the National, and then all of a sudden he starts calling me, and I'm a few booths down. He's like, "Bro, look what we just hit out of your box," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
Did y'all know at that time it would go for that?
No, at that time, the first time it only went for about $525, and then a year later it went for $1.8 million,
Golly.
and it's probably worth maybe $200,000 now. Like, there's people out there with a lot more money.
Jeez.
It's a big world.
Mhm.
So if y'all are out there and you open a pack of cards, you might have a life-changing $5 or I don't know what the packs cost, but you can spend $500 to life-changing money.
Oh yeah, and like a Prism pack.
Yeah.
That Jaden Daniels that sold this weekend for $500,000 came out of a pack of cards that was probably $25, $30, probably $30, $40.
You sold that card?
No,
Oh.
no. A guy that I deal with sold it to the Washington Commanders owner, $500,000.
Wow.
He said the Paul Skeens MLB debut patch.
Yeah.
1.2 million.
1.2
Bought by
million.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah, what they do now is, which was genius, is whenever a player his first game, They put a little patch on it that says Major League Baseball debut. They take that jersey, they cut that out, and they make his only, like, so if King Griffey Jr. had that card, that would be a $5 million card right now. So,
Oh my God.
so that's what that will be of, let's say, if who's got one, like Jackson Holiday, like the last, I think maybe 2 years they've done that. Well, sooner or later there's going to be a Griffey, and that card's going to be $5-6 million, and it's just, you can get it out of a regular old pack of Topps Chrome. That's $5, $6, $7. I mean, a little boy hit the Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
A little boy hit that card that's sold for $1.2 million was a little boy on Christmas hit that card.
Wow.
I wonder how long that pack, because I remember seeing the story. The pack sat at his house for, it was a little while that they had the box. That's why no one was finding it, because people were busting cards trying to find that card.
I want a Roger Maris card.
We can get you a Roger Maris card at Grand Slam. We got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's the cheapest one on the thing. I just want one.
Why you like Roger so
Yeah.
much?
I just think all he went through that year that he did all that, and I just think it's a cool story.
It is a cool
He
story.
lost his hair, all kinds of stuff, and it's kind of basically went into the shadows after that was over with. Just kind of. But that was a hard deal for him. That's why it was such a big deal to me. Whenever all those steroid guys were breaking that record, it was a big deal because they were doing it easy. He didn't do it easy. He really didn't even want to do it, but
Yeah.
it happened. And he did it with one of the greatest baseball players ever to play with him too.
Yeah.
So
Didn't Mantle hit like 50-something that
yeah,
year?
yeah. And if he hadn't got hurt with that thing, they'd have both been there. He got the staph infection and couldn't play every
Right.
game. So
Yeah, Mickey Mantle. We sell Mickey Mantle 10-1 compared to any other. We probably sell more Mickey Mantle than all the other superstars combined. The vintage.
Yeah.
Wow.
he's probably the most popular baseball player.
Yeah, it's crazy how popular he is compared to Hank Aaron, Willie. We're talking about greats, Roberto Clemente, Ernie Banks. You could put them all together, and people, it would be close. I'd have to look, but
You got any John Rocker cards?
I do not. Oh, I'm sure. I have some. Yes,
I told him he was just here.
Yeah.
He just missed him.
I was hoping he beat up Patrick Mahomes' dad.
Well, they apparently I went to a golf tournament with him, and he said Pat Mahomes' dad ended up getting hurt, and he's supposed to box Canseco in August. So we'll see. Yeah.
There's so much money in that with influencers, the boxing stuff.
Yep.
When I
Oh,
saw
him and Mahomes had a big payday plan, and it just didn't.
and that was awesome. And I was thinking about that on the way down here because you had said something about John Rocker, and I was like, they were about to get paid.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I was like, I want to see this.
Me too. Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah. And John Rocker's not a small human.
Nah.
Yeah, he's a very large man.
Yeah.
That would have been cool to bring a couple of his cards.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to see if you have some. I'll
Yeah.
buy them.
Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get you some cards of Rocker, no problem.
And
We like messing with Rocker.
yeah.
Don't mess with him too much.
Oh,
He
hey,
end up on
he
Barstool
mess with his
Sports.
midgets. I promise you, he's scared of the midgets.
You end up on Barstool Sports talking to him. I will say, so I was reading about you before you came on. You have one of the best quotes that I've heard. It says, "Pain is temporary, but rent is forever."
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with that? I mean, like selling one of these cards, right? Did you think of that?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And whether it's a sporting field, a baseball field, a basketball court, owning a small business, life, I've learned that life, the tuition, is expensive. Like we all learn some expensive lessons. But if you're wise, it pays. In the end, these mistakes we make or the things we do wrong, if you've got a little bit of sense, it really does pay in the end. And sometimes things hurt for a reason, right? Sometimes, you don't understand why God's putting you in a situation. And it really, if you just let things play out, it typically reveals itself. So I wish that I was I wish I had this wise thoughts when I was in my 20s because I was I made a lot of dumb mistakes.
I think we all did.
So you got any Rocker Steiner rookie cards?
I don't know if they do. I don't know if they do rodeo yet.
Hey, Rocker.
Rocker, they do rodeo cards yet? They do trading cards for rodeo? Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I
Did
didn't
you
know.
get
that.
some?
See, we need a Rocker Steiner rookie card.
We
Yeah.
definitely get some of those.
No, so just so I will say, going back to one of my favorite products, I want to know how this came about. The Golden Nugget, you know, that chase that you
Yeah.
did. So to me, every pack was what, $250?
Yeah, back then it was probably 250.
But you could hit a huge card.
Oh, we had 1952 Mickey Mantle. We had 1986 Fleer Jordan 95s. We had multiple Mantles. We had two Mickey Mantle 52s, Mickey Mantle rookie 51 Bowman, Hank Aaron rookies. Over time, you know, it's just math. You know, like it's just,
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
as long as you treat people fairly, you're going to be able. Like we to this day, we put them on. Like we'll put the small ones on, and they're gone in just a couple minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You still sell them out. You know, I
Yeah.
was always checking. I'm like, man, they went fast.
Yeah. And go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying that's the gist of it is in this industry or any industry, if you treat people the way you want to be treated, it typically pans out.
Mhm.
You know, and that would be my advice to anybody that's whether you're a singer or a dancer or a football player, just treat people the way you want to be treated, and it tends to work out.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Well, I did see today on the way on your you did a video, and I know this will come out after this, but you're trying to spend $1 million in 30 days, right?
Yeah,
Sports
million.
cards.
Yeah. Yeah. We have.
So you're always looking though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I bought a deal literally on the way down here. I bought some cards and I had to pull over and I was like, yeah, that'll work. And we have the national coming up at the end of July. So
Where's that? Chicago?
it's in Chicago.
Okay.
It's a 5-day event and we're just kind of running low on inventory. We just cannot keep the shelves stocked. So I'm putting the bat signal out there to, if you've got good stuff, you know, and you're reasonable, we will pay you cash. And we're trying to spend $1 million in 30 days. I hope we spend $1 million in 30 days. So bring us your stuff.
We like everything. You looking for kind of everything or certain stuff?
Not everything, like not like dollar box cards, but like anything that has a value of, you know, 20, 30, 40 bucks and up in sports cards we're looking at. Like we
Okay.
pay different tiers for different things,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, I mean, we'll take whatever. We're looking to spend $1 million.
You got any
Uh,
cool? You got any cool AJ Styles cards?
I guarantee you we have some AJ Styles cards.
You got any got any of his like stuff like his trunks or anything?
I'd have to look. I'm almost sure I have a couple of his autographs because I opened some of the wrestling because I opened the Immaculate because I was a wrestling fan as a kid.
Well, I want a cool card of AJ Styles.
Is
Okay.
Immaculate the best?
They have National Treasures too, and I'm sure I opened some of that. But AJ Styles, I bet I have something of my own.
Oh,
with
really?
him, yeah. I would almost bet money, and if I don't, I can get you any of that stuff.
I just
no
want
problem.
something cool. Find something cool. That's what I
Of
want.
AJ Styles.
I bet people out there will never know the most expensive card in your store if it's still there. Is it your boys? Remember it was like, what was it? You had your boys.
Oh yeah, the
remember?
$1 million
Yeah,
card. Yeah.
yeah.
My son's
Yeah.
little T-ball
Yes,
cards
sir.
were $1 million. When I
Yeah.
first opened
That was
my
a trivia
store-
question on one of your after
was.
hours shows to give away a pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, I bet you don't, whoever can guess the most expensive card in the store, I'll give you a pack.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool.
And those my little boys. I have twin sons. They're 21. They're grown. They're going through that. Life slapping them around a little bit, and they're learning their lessons just like the rest of us.
They don't want to work for you?
No, they don't actually. One goes to UK. One prefer work at Costco.
Okay.
He's just like, I want to work at Costco for now and build. You know, he just doesn't want to take orders from his dad. I
Yeah.
get it.
I get that.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Everybody's got to blaze their own trail, right?
Yep.
Like, I want my kids to be happy, chase their own dreams, not mine.
Yeah, man. I think the most excited I've heard you on an after hours show, man, I don't remember how many years ago you pulled that, gosh, man, was it John Morant or it was that,
The Zion.
that was it.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson 101, his rookie card, right?
Yeah.
That's because that's a Kentucky guy.
And that, what did that card end up doing? Do you remember?
I bought it that night. He's from Duke. He went to Duke,
Oh,
unfortunately.
he went to Duke.
I was hoping he was going to UK, but I bought it that night for $32,500.
Did you buy that pack? Was that
No,
one of yours that you opened?
It was Zach Davis.
Okay.
Bought the box. I opened it. I bought it for $32,500, and then I sold it about a year later for $100,000. And then I bought it back at auction about a year ago for like $11,000. So I have the card.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool that you have it because you pulled it, you know, and and it's crazy that the value changed that much.
I know. I mean, he's a knucklehead. He won't stop eating. Stop eating, Zion. I've got your 101, man. Let's go. Let's get this thing back to 100.
Do you have a favorite product to bust? Like a favorite, you know, you're saying immaculate national treasures.
Yeah, you know me, man. I like the stuff where you can hit like flawless, national treasures. It's pretty much you know, the big dollar stuff where you can hit big cards. I'm just a gambler at heart, so you know, I do like opening the best of the best, which that's what that is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you know, another cool thing is when I've seen people come in your shop when you're live and you know their parents are breaking a box or whatever and they got kids and you'll go get the kids a couple of packs to
Yeah.
their parents like no one's doing that, man. Not that I see anyway. I live in Waco and our local card store. You know.
Sure. I think
But it's cool that you do that.
yeah, I mean, you have to. I mean, first of all, we've just talked about how fortunate and blessed I've been, right? How can you not plant seeds for the future for other people or just you'd be surprised how much a kid will smile if you just give them a pack of cards.
Yeah.
You're pumping positivity into the world. Like what I mean, and I do wish more people that had would give a little bit. I'm not saying go give to some charity that takes all the money, but when there's a kid in a card store and you're in there and get him a pack of cards and man, that kid's going to remember that. And I think people always want to do these big gestures. They think changing the world is going to be done by this big gesture. It's like, man, you just start with just doing something like that for someone. Maybe just asking somebody how they're doing.
Yeah.
Look like they're having a bad day. You might be having a bigger impact than you realize. And I think that's kind of the pack thing. Some people, they look at it as insignificant, so they don't really do it. And I think they're mistaken. I think it can have a profound impact on a kid that just somebody cares enough to do that for them.
Just make sure you don't give them one of those old wax packs with the gum in it from 80.
That is the best.
Yeah.
Man.
Kids are coming in and buying that stuff.
Really?
Yes. They know who Cal Ripken is. And I'm like, how do you know who Cal Ripken is? And their dad has taught them.
They're raising them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the Bill Ripken, the mess up card, you know, it had the F face.
Yeah.
You think, so I'm sure the team did that. And
Yeah.
they pulled it out of circulation.
Yeah.
But there were still however many.
Oh, I mean, that's probably our biggest seller from the 80s is those packs. We're selling those things for $9.95 a pack. And I mean, when a grown adult hits that, it's like he's a kid.
Oh, that's so cool.
I mean,
You remember that card, Johnny?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's like all of us, every single person smiled when they thought of that card. It's just, you're a 12-year-old inside, right? And you're remembering that card. You're like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and there's guys that are 45 years old that come in and are having the time of their life trying to pull that card. And it's really neat to see.
I bet you guys are selling the garbage pail kids too, ain't you?
I
Because those
don't,
things were going for high dollar for a while.
yeah, I don't collect them, but there's some real value in them. And we sell some of like the old vintage packs and we'll sell the new packs, but I just don't, I know like Adam Bomb, like I know he's the man, like he's like the Babe Ruth of garbage pail kids.
My brother, every time we'd go to the little convenience store, little rinky-dink country store, he'd have to buy the whole box. He'd come back home, he'd take them stickers and put them all over his dresser drawer.
Those things were popular, man.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, like at school,
Mhm.
they were probably just
And
as
parents
popular.
hated them.
Yeah.
Oh, the parents didn't like them?
Uh-uh.
Oh.
They always had some ugly face or some.
Oh, okay.
That was like, I mean, to think of that now is hilarious. All the kids see today.
That was my era, and I'm 50 years old. You wouldn't even probably remember it. 'Cause that was
No,
my
I think I remember hearing that, but I don't remember the cards, you know, like buying them or seeing them in the store or whatever. But I remember hearing the garbage pail.
yeah, that was my thing when I was like 10, 12 years old.
Yeah. They were only $0.25 a pack too.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so you could get a pack for like 27 cents where a pack of cards was like 40. So, I mean, that makes a difference back
Yep.
then.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if your parents weren't coughing, you know, especially if you were doing the work.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I had a lot of garbage pail kids back then. And when I see some of them, they bring back a lot of memories. That's what I think a sports card is for a lot of people. Like,
Yep.
You see a Don Mattingly rookie, and it's not a Don Mattingly. It's not a piece of cardboard. It's you remembering you and your dad going to the card show and him buying that card for you. Or you see a set of cards and you remember your aunt buying that for you at Christmas. It's like it's kind of like being able to go back in time a little bit for that moment while you're looking at it. And I think that's one of the reasons a lot of that stuff that we're talking about, the Bill Ripken and the Griffies, they've made this huge comeback. Bo Jackson.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bo Jackson is huge with people our age. So, it's been an amazing wild ride.
Yeah, well, it's awesome. I will ask if you want to show us what these are.
Yeah.
And,
We brought y'all a couple boxes. Y'all can open them up. We have
I'm gonna let you do it. You probably got better luck than I do.
Tier 1 baseball. This has got a couple autographs, jersey.
So guaranteed in there?
Oh, yeah,
I'll
guaranteed.
open it up.
Yeah, here. You like football better or baseball better?
Football.
Football? All right. We got Optic Contenders. This just came out. 6 or 7 cards. You're going to find multiple autographs in it. These are boxes where you can find a big card.
Really?
Yeah.
So how much is one of these?
These are normally like, I think about $3.99 for that and about $2.99 for this.
Okay.
This just came out. That's why it's a little bit less. This
Okay.
was probably about the same price when it came out, but they're more now. I'll open it for you and I'll let you open the pack, man. This will be cool.
You want to show this camera over here?
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's the box. It's Optic Contenders football. It just came out.
2025?
Yep. It just has, it's 2024.
Oh, 2024. Okay.
But
okay.
but all it is one pack of cards like when we were a kid.
for $300.
For $300.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, and this is like lower, like we
Oh yeah.
$10,000 boxes.
Yep.
All you do is you crack it open, and then there you go, my man. Maybe you'll have a couple Bulldogs. See who you
Make
get.
sure you show this camera, which everyone's
Yeah.
cool though.
Aaron Rodgers.
There you go.
Is that what we're looking for? Or?
Nah, that's base.
Okay,
I'll tell
okay,
you, I think it's
okay.
Aaron Rodgers. Yep, Aaron Rodgers. Golf, Jared Goff. These are just base cards right now.
Okay.
Here's a dude I don't know. Oh, he got a good one, I think.
That's DJ Moore.
Yep.
I like how you say that's not what we're looking for.
Yeah, that's not what we're looking
for. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Milton autographs.
Good?
Yeah. People are chasing Joe Milton autographs right now. Played for Tennessee.
Okay.
He's going to be
Hey, Rookie's
starter.
not here to give you a magnetic. right?
Rookie's not here. Who's the other one?
Oh, that's Tua.
Who is that?
Tua Taylor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So what is the chase card in this set?
So that's his brother. That's his little brother.
Oh.
That
I
might
did
be
not
good.
know that.
Yeah.
What you got there?
I don't know what that is.
Who is that? Oh, it's Terry McLaurin. Numbered, is it to 13? I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, 13 to 13.
13
so that's
to
the eBay
13.
101, right?
eBay 101. Man, he probably got his money back on that.
Let me see.
That's
13.
number, yeah, on the back, you'll see a serial number right there. And that means they only made 13 of that card,
That's pretty cool.
and you got the last one.
That's pretty
And
cool.
I wonder if he's number 13, and that's why they made 13.
That's really
No, I'm gonna, we'll look it up.
Yeah, we'll
and
check
see.
it out.
Yeah.
The other one is Tier 1. Since he's on a roll, we'll let him open it.
Okay, yeah.
I ain't got to do this since I was a kid, man.
Yeah,
I just can't believe that. So you think that box evened out?
probably.
Okay.
I'd have to look at the Joe Milton. I'm not as good on the modern stuff. I use my phone now. It's not like when I was younger and I just knew.
Who are you just looking at eBay to go off of?
Card ladder.
Card
ladders,
ladder?
yeah.
Okay.
If you're going to get into this industry, buying and selling, you need to have card ladder.
Card ladder.
This can have bat knobs, bat barrels, and it
Really?
can have junk. I mean, it's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
I've seen cards that thick. It's a
Yeah.
booklet.
You know, I'm gonna need another drink for this.
Yeah, I don't see
I'm sitting over here.
crazy, but I'm going to let you do it.
I'm sitting over here doing this number.
I think most of these are autoed or jerseys. Yeah, Keith Hernandez
Oh, that's a
autograph.
signed Keith Hernandez.
Yeah,
That was the man.
that's hilarious.
I don't know who Ezekiel Duran is.
There's Keith Hernandez. Who is that?
Ezekiel Duran or something?
I don't even know who this guy
Oh, I
is.
got Justin Verlander.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be something good. Like a patch or something.
It's something. It's something.
Yeah, it's just a regular jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not what we're looking for?
Not what we're
Oh,
looking for, my
okay.
man. Not what we're rookie. We do not need a magnet. You know. the Verlander to 199. And then Paul Goldschmidt?
Goldschmidt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Numbered to 125.
Okay. So what would you say? That's not good on that one.
Keith Hernandez Verlander's probably 10.
Keith Hernandez would be worth it because that's old school for me.
$20.
$20?
Maybe
Okay,
for
okay.
Hernandez, maybe. You can have these cards, buddy.
No,
All yours.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you,
Yeah,
man.
man, thanks for
I'm gonna give them to a kid.
Yeah, give them to a kid, do whatever you need, man.
That was pretty cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
So we won't keep you too much longer. We appreciate your time. Thank you for being
Yeah,
here.
man. Thank you.
We're
No problem, buddy.
I'm gonna hit you with some hard hitting questions.
All right.
And you rapid fire.
Okay.
Elaborate as much as you want, or as least amount as you want.
Okay.
But most famous person in your phone.
Most famous person in my phone, Will Levis.
Okay. If you go to Chick-fil-A, what's your go-to Chick-fil-A order?
Chicken sandwich, no pickle.
Fries and a drink?
Diet lemonade, no fries.
Chick-fil-A sauce? Any sauces?
Barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Yep.
And if we get in the car with you and we're riding down the road to a road trip, card show, whatever, what are you listening to right now, music-wise?
Man, I've
Or
got all the
podcast,
way.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it's music, but I mean, I have all the way from Garth Brooks to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Literally everything in between. I'll listen to 80s. I mean, I'm a chameleon, man. I'll listen to pretty much anything that's good, but like nothing really. Just there's probably 2,000 songs in there, and it's literally ranges. And there's no band or anything that I'm just like, oh, I love this band. Like a lot of my buddies are Dave Matthews or whatever. I'm just kind of like certain songs and play them, So nothing really that stands out to me.
And last one, your last concert.
Oh, my last concert. The band that sings, this has been so long ago. Arms Wide Open.
Oh, Creed. Yeah.
Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna
Creed.
say,
Talk about Creed so much.
hey,
Oh, no.
so John Rocker, he brought up Scott Stapp earlier. They hung out apparently back.
Really?
They've been
Yeah.
friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last one. I mean, that's probably been, man, I'm getting so old now, man. I'm in bed at like 9 o'clock watching ID or Dateline or.
Well, I got two hard hitting questions for you.
All right.
So, what's your favorite memorable moment Kentucky football?
Oh, that's a freaking great question. I got two. The first one is the 2006 Georgia game because we hadn't beat anybody worth anything in probably 8-10 years. Like you got to remember, so sincerely, my dad and I had been through a lot, and that was a good team that we beat.
I think Chris was on that team.
Was he?
Yeah, Chris Burgett.
Yep. Well, that game I was sitting at and then the next year when we beat LSU, they were the national champions that year. I ran onto the field. I was young enough to get on the field, and Jeremy Jarmon, he works up at UK, but he gave me one of the best compliments that I to this day I think it's one of the best compliments. And he just said, "Hey Nate, when you're around, man, good things happen." And they just beat LSU, and he's telling me that, and it just was one of the nicest things anybody's ever said to me. And I don't know why he said it, but it just meant a lot to me. Like that to me says a lot about him.
Mhm.
And that's one of my, that's my favorite.
And then
is
my next question is, who is your favorite player of all time at Kentucky?
at Kentucky, football,
In your era.
in my era, I mean, it would either be Levis or Wandale Robinson. Probably Will Levis. Will Levis is my guy. Wandale Robinson is electric. That guy, he can win football games, but Will was throwing it to him. Those two are my favorite, as an adult.
Yeah.
As a kid, Tim Couch.
Oh yeah.
Tim Couch was my guy, but unfortunately he didn't play on defense,
Mhm.
and it was bad on defense.
Now they got a good defense and can't play
I
offense.
know. When's Tim's son going to be old enough to play? Or
I
Jared
think Georgia only scored 10 points on them last year.
every year. I mean, we lose to
It's crazy.
Georgia will lose 19-3 or 16.
Just keep y'all in the game enough to where everybody gets pissed off.
It hurt. So the next week you can't play because you just went into a war with Georgia, and then you lose to Mississippi State or Vanderbilt. The SEC is is brutal.
Mhm.
Like when you're down there close, or or when you're on the field and you're walking around before the games, and these linemen are walking in their pads and stuff, you're like, golly.
I do not want to get hit by that guy.
And that guy's faster than me.
Mhm.
That guy, like, you're just like, golly.
Yeah, I got to know Blake Shapen pretty good, and that was what he was saying. He said the reason he came to the SEC is because you come there and you can play in NFL.
It's and it's a train wreck every week for the
Yep.
team.
Yeah.
People, the Big Ten, like, I just think, when you get to play Vanderbilt and Kentucky, you get Mississippi State has been down. You get a little bit of a breather, but Kentucky beat Ole Miss last year. Like, Kentucky was horrible and still beat Ole Miss. That's what I mean. It's just a really tough league.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And, well, we won't keep you too much longer. We appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for the cards, man.
Yeah, man.
We're
You're welcome.
going to let you get out of here, beat that Nashville traffic right back to Murfreesboro. So
Appreciate
thank you so much,
Oh,
man. I
man, thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me, guys.
Nice
I
to meet you,
appreciate
brother.
it. Yeah.
Y'all,
Anything
y'all,
you need,
You're welcome on here anytime.
appreciate it.
y'all make sure and go check out Grand Slam Collectibles. I believe Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram,
TikTok,
TikTok,
uh,
GrandSlamCollectibles.com.
only at Grand Slam.
Only at GrandSlam.com.
Yep.
My apologies. Yeah. Only at GrandSlam.com. I'm sure you can order anything you can think of as far as packs on there. Or if you're in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, or in the greater area, go by Grand Slam Nation out there in Murfreesboro. And go see Nathan. He may be there. He may not be at a card show. Man, for Keith Kilgore, 25-8 podcast, co-host Johnny Free, our guest today, Nathan Burns with Grand Slam Collectibles. Thanks again for being here.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
Take it easy, fellas.
Y'all have a great day.
I'm gonna trust myself. Oh, I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna trust